Let's get this show started. I'm bored already. I'm in the trenches over here, man.
Mic check.
I know.
Mic check. It's the Gilmans on your feed. Max and Sam, wrestling news we lead. Bob's in the back. He's a lyrical maestro. AEW, WWE, we cover it, yo.
Says you.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Grappling with the Gilmans. I'm Josh. That's your... Oh, who are you this week?
I'm Jerry.
You're Jerry. Okay. Don't ever sell, Jerry. Matt, and who are you, son?
Come back to me.
Okay, and we are back
Pass.
in the SVW Employee Lounge to talk about a few different things this week. But as has become customary, do either of you two have any introductory remarks before we get into it?
Yeah, we're in front of a live studio audience
Oh, yes.
today.
Yes, we have a live studio audience of one. Welcome, John. He does not have a microphone, but it is...
He's there.
John has joined us this week. Anything else?
Today, this video is always sponsored by Liquid Death.
Yeah, there's your Liquid Death
And if
promo.
you
Can't
don't,
tell.
Old Man John and Max will go hungry. We need to bring in some income now,
Oh, no.
guys.
Oh, there's the hunger look.
Look, cut the camera to
The
Max.
look
Cut
of
the
hun-
camera
yeah,
to
no,
John.
he's got it. The
Cut
look
the
of
camera to
hunger.
John. I think he'd be the bigger self.
Yes. Matt?
He'll go hungry. Oh, you see what Old Man John looks like? You know
Yes,
he's not
those
getting...
of you on Suplex's social media.
He will go hungry tonight
Um,
if you don't give us some money. We'll give him a cut, like 20%, maybe.
Maxie, anything before we start?
Oh, and Matt Seidel come on the podcast.
Yes.
Come back to me.
Okay. A few topics for this week. First, since we
Saw it.
mentioned it last week and did watch it,
Wait, you three were right, and I was wrong.
not live, so we didn't have the problems. We did. I guess we should at least talk about, if anybody has anything to say about it, we'll call it a fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Ricochet was there. and
I'll
with
go
Samantha
first, but it's not.
Irvin.
I'll only say this. I would think that on Monday, there were probably some very intense conversations between executives at World Wrestling Entertainment and executives at Netflix, because they're going live on Netflix in about 6 weeks, and I'm sure that they do not want to have these problems. Because
Wait, Dad,
again, we watched it on
Wait.
the delay Saturday morning, so we were fine. But obviously, it's been a big news story that Netflix had all kinds of trouble
Wait.
with the people that were trying to watch it live.
Okay, I have two things. Wait, can I tell them about the guy on the internet when his screen froze?
Well, it's been in the news, so yeah, sure.
Okay, so apparently one of my friends watched it at school. One of my friends from school watched it, and I guess they didn't have any problems because they were able to finish it. And at one point, before the
I know what you're gonna say.
yeah, at one point before the fight, we were showing Mike Tyson's bare bottom. I'll say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was watching YouTube,
I think it's a record. You might have broke John already.
and that's not that hard.
Welcome
And I got-
to every
and-
Tuesday.
And I got so I was watching YouTube, and I saw like
Back up the camera.
this video of this guy, and he was talking about how he watched the fight live, but his Netflix was being really weird, and apparently it froze on one of the cuts where we were able to see Mike Tyson's bare bottom, and apparently it was stuck there for 20 minutes.
So the buffering issues, it just stopped right then.
Yes.
Wow.
I bet
Unlucky.
his wife walked in and had a lot of questions.
All right. Sam, anything to say about the fight, such as it was?
Actually, I do.
Yeah. Oh, yes,
As
you
we're
do.
looking forward to Jake Paul's new endeavors in the fight combat industry.
Right, because he's obviously not going to stop having these
I
fights.
made a list of the top 5 people who I think are going to be Jake Paul's next opponents.
Go ahead. And again,
And
I
want each of your opinions on this.
I have no idea what's coming.
Number
so
5,
buckle up.
number 5, Muhammad Ali.
That's impossible.
He
The
is-
carcass.
He's passed
That's
on.
impossible.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying the carcass.
It'll be
Okay.
a real quick knockout
Move.
then.
Okay.
I'm just
Number 5,
That was
Tominuku Itoka, the oldest person alive,
okay.
Okay, I don't think
at
it's gonna be
116.
All right. I think Jake could probably handle them. Yes. What
Number
else?
3, Hasbullah.
Hasbullah.
Now that, I'd like to see that.
Hasbulla. How isn't
listen,
Hasbulla a child?
No, he's
No.
like 30.
Of Hasbulla.
He's like 30.
Show a picture of Hasbulla.
How
Oh.
old is Hasbulla?
Yeah, he has the same thing like Andy Milonakis has.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about.
How old is
Oh,
Hasbulla?
all right. Well,
Hold
I'll
on.
look.
Does Hasbulla speak
That-
any English?
that would be something.
No,
But-
Hasbulla's winning. He would run through his legs and punch him in the groin.
He's 22.
All right. Would that be
Wait, does he
MMA
speak any
rules or
English?
boxing, Sam?
Mix of both.
Okay.
It'd be a boxing,
So
but in
they're
the
groin
cage.
kicks?
Okay. All right. Who else?
I will say real quick, you know that Mike Tyson and Hasbulla have beef.
Really?
Really?
Yes, because there's a video of Mike Tyson, like, giving him hands, like on a podcast or something.
Okay.
And then somebody on Twitter was like, yo, he definitely thought that Hasbulla was a kid. And he came out later and was like, yeah, I thought he was a kid.
oh, I'll bet that did
Yeah.
not go over well at all.
No.
Number
Wait,
2,
so
Terrence Crawford.
What?
He's not fighting Terrence
who?
Crawford.
Terrence Crawford.
There is
The best
no way
boxer
he's
in the
fighting
world.
Terrence Crawford. I mean, first of all, I
Who
don't
the
even know
hell
that
is
there's.
Terrence Crawford?
He's like pound for pound, maybe the best fighter in the world.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
How old is he?
He's in his mid-30s, I think.
Oh.
All right, who's number one?
KSI.
Well, that might actually happen.
No, listen. I will pay $10,000
That you don't have.
that I do not have for front row seat to that fight. Because listen, if he comes out to thick of it, I am gonna have a great time. Listen,
Wow.
I swear this is gonna be the best fight in the world.
I mean,
Terrence Crawford, for the record, is 37.
oh, is he that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't he like somewhere between a welterweight and a middleweight?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what this says.
that's not happening.
And then the people
I
who
heard-
think Conor McGregor is
Yeah, he
gonna
wants
fight
Conor
Jake
McGregor.
Paul.
He wants Conor McGregor, but so
Conor
now there's
McGregor,
beef.
No, Conor McGregor would kill that man.
Now,
Well,
now there's beef between Jake Paul and Dana White because apparently the issue is Dana's not letting Conor do non-UFC events while he is still under a UFC contract.
Right. And also they said that he wants to fight Canelo Alvarez, which
Oh my God,
would
Who's
be-
Canelo
that will
Alvarez?
never happen.
Canelo Alvarez is a very, very, very good boxer.
Yeah, one of the all-time great
Yeah, yeah.
fighters.
How old is he?
He probably is also in his 30s, but that guy is he's the real thing. Like he's not fighting. Yeah, Canelo
Wait, are you
would.
talking-
He's 34.
Canelo would show him the difference between a 58-year-old man and a real boxer that's still got plenty of gas
For
in
your
his tank.
information, I am the real.
All right, thank
I
you.
am the real
any
deal.
any other
Want me
other
to say?
comments about that fight, such as
What?
it was?
Yes.
Roman, you got something
Go
to
ahead.
say?
I have Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Is
No,
it
but wait,
jabroni?
I forgot to mention a storyline I had. KSI. There would be some interference
That,
In a boxing
yeah,
match?
it's not a thing.
by Logan
That's not
Paul.
a thing.
There's no run-ins.
These things
No,
have to
because
be-
like the
These
Lunchley and the
things have to
Prime.
be licensed by like
Yeah.
state athletic commissions.
Everyone's barred from ringside.
Right.
Let's put it that way.
If you hit the ring, you'll probably end up in handcuffs and in a jail cell, like that lunatic on the with the propeller on his back during it was Holyfield against Riddick Bowe, as I recall. Was it you know what I'm? You have to know.
No.
No,
What
but
is-
this would be
You never
planned.
saw this?
No, like at the end of the match.
I believe it was during Evander Holyfield versus Riddick Bowe. A guy flew into the stadium with like a fan on his back and a parachute. Just look up they call it Fan Man Boxing. I mean, this is a long time ago. I'm dating myself.
No, but like at
Here,
the
just
end
put
of
it
the
on the
Jake
table,
Paul
son.
KSI fight, Logan Paul would come out because they got
He's
the like
booking it like wrestling.
because they got like the Lunchley and the Prime and the connection.
Oh my god.
And that would end up with Jake Paul against Logan.
Am I right?
Yeah, Holyfield.
Okay, so it was Holyfield against Riddick Bowe, and yeah,
Oh yeah, wow.
yeah. You've never seen that?
No, I never
Oh,
saw that.
look it up on
But it'd be-
YouTube.
But it'd be
It's
Jake
crazy.
Paul
It's
against
wild.
Logan Paul.
Oh, now it's
No.
brother versus brother.
Yes.
No,
yeah,
that's not
'cause,
happening. No,
he would
no.
have like go against KSI, then Logan Paul, then Mr. Beast, so the whole Lunchley gang.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
No,
not
Sam,
no.
that can't happen.
I'd like look.
Okay.
All right.
You know, like
Wait,
the whole
no,
Lunchley.
wait,
Oh,
no,
I'm
no,
sorry,
no.
Maxie. You got something else?
Yeah,
You know?
Sam. No, that's not happening. Cause on Impulsive, whatever it's called.
Yes, impulsive.
Yeah, on Impulsive.
Yeah, I
they
feel
were like they were talking
because
like,
everybody watches
like
that.
a
It's
boxer
impulsive.
or someone, a boxer.
Like Conor McGregor.
I don't know.
Listen, that man could
They were
kill
talking like some
anybody.
boxer, and he was like, and they asked Logan, would you ever fight your brother? And he said no. He said, like, we've never even sparred because they're brothers, I guess.
Oh, boo.
It
And
was-
they said family means more to them than boxing, which
Bull
is...
crap. Once you give them enough money, they'll do it.
Yeah, no, they're not
I
doing
don't
that,
think-
Sam.
I don't think
I'm
there's
gonna put
any-
the
I
$1
don't
million
think there's
man
any
here.
market for
Everybody's
that.
got a price.
I don't think
True.
there's any market for that,
No,
frankly, because
if
I
they've
think
if they've never even done,
If they can
like,
make it a
sparred,
58-year-old against Jake Paul, who was
But they've never even sparred.
Oh,
I'm guessing
right,
they're
that's not happening.
fighting.
had
No.
old Vine clips of him lip syncing to Katy Perry.
Who?
I think against Jake Paul, I think they will give him enough money.
no, that's not happening.
To fight Jake Paul against Logan.
That'll be like you
who
two
There
wrestled.
is no market
going
for
up
that.
against each other.
I'd fight
The
him.
market is the people that like the guy
You wanna do
and the
that?
people that want to see him get knocked out.
Dare you.
Okay? Who, if you don't like
Sam,
Jake
I'd
Paul,
be advanced
if
you.
you
That's
don't
an
like,
empty
I'll
can.
just say
I have
this.
a full
If you
bottle.
don't like Jake Paul, the person you want to see beat him is not Logan Paul.
No.
No. All right. We ready for the next topic? Okay. This week, or actually it was late last week, the Wrestling Observer newsletter announced its latest class of inductees into its Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And as I was looking at the ballot, it occurred to me there's a lot of people that were eligible for that thing that you two have seen multiple times and know quite well. So we're gonna allow you two to assume the role of voters, and you as well, Roman, if you'd like
Okay.
to chime in. Voters for the Observer Hall of Fame to evaluate the following names. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oscar.
No.
Out.
No.
Out. Yeah.
Listen,
I-
she's too young. I
No,
guess she's
just
like in her 30s,
she's
40s,
one
but
of
like
the greatest. Like when you.
I get like her
she's
in
like
Japan.
she's one of the greatest women's wrestlers.
She's great.
But like. Name,
Oh man, wait,
like,
wait.
name
Oh man, are
three-
you making popcorn? Can I get some?
Oh, jeez. After the show.
Name
Thank you,
two
woman.
memorable Oscar
Thank you, woman.
matches.
That's yeah. She's.
Wait,
I mean,
Roman, name two Oscar matches, please.
Memorable.
Name one.
WrestleMania 39.
Against.
I don't remember.
Who?
Oh, Charlotte Flair. It was against Charlotte Flair.
all right.
Okay, can you
Okay.
name me one more?
And I don't even remember that one. I just remember the billing.
Next,
Exactly.
the Usos.
Yes.
In.
Yes, on
In.
the Usos.
Yeah, because like.
In. Okay.
Yeah, definitely in.
And
Definitely in.
Uh-huh. All
like
right.
what
I
they
mean-
did with their like,
And-
yeah, respectively
Damn
and
it, he was
together.
making popcorn.
Yes.
God
Alright.
damn you, John.
Kevin Owens.
No. Wait.
I'm saying in,
Maybe.
In.
Maybe.
in.
Yeah, listen, if you want
Right,
to
wait.
say at
If we're
some
talking about
point
Ring of
maybe
Honor,
in the future
Kevin
but not now,
Steen or
that's
Kevin
an acceptable
Owens?
answer.
Or we're talking about the Kevin Owens or Kevin Steen? 'Cause
His whole career. We're
Yes,
evaluating his whole
in,
career.
in.
Right, and remember too, because this is not the WWE.
It's the wrestling.
It's
his whole
just
career.
the wrestling.
in,
Yes,
yes.
I would
Yes,
agree.
in.
I would
I
say
agree.
Definitely in.
In, because he
Huh.
does a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
he's
what
been
he's
around
done with
for so
Sammy over
Yeah.
the years is good.
All right.
Yeah, he's got
His
tenure.
fight
You'd
with
have Owens
Roman
in.
Reigns
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
was-
And
him right now is all right.
coming up
Come on,
right
Ray, now,
behind
Ray.
him, of course, his
And-
tag team partner
and-
and greatest rival, Sami Zayn.
Out.
And
You'd have
Out?
Owens
Out.
in and Zayn out. That's interesting.
I would say
El
in.
Generico's in.
Yeah,
It's all the same,
But
brother.
seriously,
El Generico.
we didn't
all
see the
the
difference. El Generico's in. He's out.
Okay.
I would say he's in.
Where are you on
Thank you,
Zayn?
Roman.
Where are you on
Oh,
Zayn?
how?
In.
In.
Okay.
And it's not because we're
Explain, both of
redheaded.
you.
We're both redheaded.
All right.
That's because that El Generico, because he did great as El Generico, and then
He's- oh yeah.
he went to yo, what the hell?
Okay.
I want some popcorn. God damn you, John.
The late Bray Wyatt.
Out.
Mm.
In, I would say.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Out all the way. I'm not respecting him because he's dead. Listen,
Yeah, I know.
he.
Wait,
listen.
Are we
That's what
saying
agree,
like
agree with me on this one.
because he's dead?
If I'm gonna chime in, that's a hard no for
Out.
me.
Because
Not
he's
even. It's
dead,
not even close.
I would say in, but just because, like, if he was alive right now, I would say that's out. Just
No,
because
but-
he hasn't done my name, like, because he hasn't done a lot. Like, what has he done besides, like,
Oh,
the Fiend and
in my mind, his stuff, some of these things are memorable, but not in a good
Hey,
way.
no, listen.
No disrespect.
Here's the reason he's out.
I
That
can
John
even-
Cena versus Bray Wyatt
Yo,
WrestleMania
can I get
match.
some popcorn,
That
John?
was so weird.
Well, yeah, that
How-
was because there was nobody there.
Yes,
How
but
about-
still, I did not
how
like
about
it.
the one with him and Orton where they
It's
projected
totally
maggots
wrong.
onto the
Yes,
ring?
that I didn't like either.
Oy. Okay.
Wait, him and the Wyatt family, I loved. Him Like when he got into the really, really weird stuff.
What weird? Like the Fiend?
The puppets?
All of it.
The puppets?
Oh, the Firefly
puppets.
Funhouse.
Yeah, the puppets.
I mean, it's not my okay. Here's what I'll say. It's not my favorite. I thought he had some
It's
cool
no one's
matches. I
favorite.
thought there was some good gimmick matches, but
Jesus.
I will say this. I'll say this. I'll say this.
You sheep.
This is what I'll say.
You sheep.
I would say he goes in, but not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Get,
No.
All right.
I say. I'm still saying out.
Following up, probably about as far away from Bray Wyatt as you can get as a pro wrestler, Zack Sabre Jr.
in. Definitely in.
Really?
And
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Definitely in.
definitely.
I mean, I think he's great. I don't
He's
know.
so good at being Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, he's tremendous. And you know what?
He's in.
Here's what I'd say about Sabre. I'll chime in on this one.
Yes.
I don't know that he's a Hall of Famer
Try to
yet,
get the
but
pop-up.
working the style that he does, he could work that style for a long time because it's not so hard on
Exactly.
his body.
That's what I'm saying.
So he could someday maybe. I
That's
wouldn't
what
have
I'm
voted
saying.
for him today.
No.
All right.
I would vote for
Yes.
him right now.
We're
Yeah, I
getting-
agree.
all right.
I agree with you. It seems
Yeah,
a
and-
little
Okay.
early.
Here's a really interesting name for me. Samoa Joe.
No.
out.
Listen.
Really?
Listen.
No, I take that back.
Let me wait.
In.
No, wait.
I
Maybe.
think- no.
Maybe.
This is why I say in. Wasn't he in TNA?
He was.
Yes.
He was in TNA as Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
He was your WWE World Champion.
Yeah.
He's kind of a one-note character.
He was an NXT World
Wait.
Champion.
He was a one-note
Don't forget
character.
the AEW World Champion.
He was an.
Oh, he
I'm
was
not- I'm betting that
transitional.
He was an
He was just there for
AEW World Champion.
Swerve.
Wait,
Come
Did he-
on,
wait,
pal.
Who did he beat? Who did he
You're
beat
missing
again?
one.
Wait, hold on. Who did he beat?
MJF after
Wait,
he was
wait.
injured
Wait, you're
and he
missing
got
one.
screwed
What?
by the,
He was-
I already explained about this last time with the
I could be wrong
my
about
diagram.
this. Maybe Roman could look this up.
Oh, wait.
I believe he was
wait.
also the longest reigning Ring of Honor champion.
Yes, he was the longest reigning Ring of Honor TV champion.
No, the world title.
He also has the TV title. Because
I
remember,
mean-
he dropped it to go after the world title. Samoa Joe, I think, is 100%
I
a
have
yes.
to say,
he's a no.
Yes, he is the
I'm
longest.
surprised.
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe it's early for him too. I'm surprised
It's
he
too
didn't get
early
more
for him.
support. I think you could make a really strong case for him,
Yeah, I say
Not
I
yet.
would vote in.
given his
Not yet.
career.
I will say he was the longest. If you're counting men and women, Athena is longer.
No,
technically.
I would.
But for men's,
really?
yes.
No, I was rating men's. Yeah, and that was in
Athena's
Ring of
super
Honor's
strong.
heyday
Everyone knows
when
that.
if you held that belt, like
Yeah.
you were good. So
I-
I'm surprised he didn't get more support because he
It's a
did not
toss-up.
get in.
And he had a lot of matches in other promotions outside of the
Yeah.
big ones you think about. He has a classic IWA Mid
Oh,
South
yeah,
match
I
with
meant to. I've never watched that. I meant to
Necro
watch
Butcher.
that.
It's very bloody
Oh, yeah,
and
that-
violent,
that-
but
no,
it's
that
I mean,
got
he's
to-
had a
wait,
great
It's a good
career.
match.
He
that
really
Gutsy
has.
Question is one of my
There's
suggestions.
not
That's
that
one of my
many guys that
throwbacks.
can say that they held the world title in all four of those companies. I don't know if there's any.
Wasn't he also in Japan for a little bit?
I'm sure he's done
Yeah.
Japan.
That's
All right,
because
next
I
one,
said
next
yes.
one.
Next, oh yeah, we're getting into some interesting names now. The Hardys.
Ooh,
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
tough. Yeah,
Yes.
I agree. Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. Yeah. I
Definitely
agree.
yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's
For all their contributions to tag team wrestling, that
What is it,
triple
like this?
threat
What is it, this?
that triple threat the triple threat ladder match,
Whatever. The
Alright.
hand signal.
I was
the
pretty
triple threat
definitive
ladder
in.
match they had with Christian and Edge, that was so good.
yeah.
All right.
With, like all they've done for tag team wrestling, I
They
feel
had
yeah,
like
a
yeah.
they
great career.
No, that's-
they are a
that's a tough
definite
one. I
yes
don't-
for me. Respectively, not so much. Like,
I think
No, it would
yes.
have
if you
to
had
be as
Matt
a
Hardy
team.
by himself,
No, it would have to be.
and Jeff
The
Hardy
only
by
way
themselves,
you even
I would
consider
say no,
them
but
is
if
that
you had
as a
to hold
team,
them-
No,
not.
I'd say
would say yes.
definitely he's in
Honestly, if we're being to be totally honest, if it was Jeff and or Matt, Jeff's going in, Matt's not. In my opinion.
yes. No, Jeff
Jeff's
is not
had the
going
better
in by
singles
himself.
run.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
The
definitely.
He's a
better
wo-
I don't.
He's
yes.
a world champion.
I don't see either.
But
I think
still.
you
He
can
could
make
do,
a
like, the
case for them
flips and
together.
tricks
I
and
don't
that
see it
kinda
separately.
bullcrap.
Hold
All
on,
right.
hold on. Try not to talk over each.
He can do the flips and tricks and all that bullcrap.
All right. Next,
Yeah, it's true.
another interesting name, Becky Lynch.
Yes,
Yeah.
because like big time backs.
I'm
Yeah,
title
I
back-
agree.
yeah,
Yes.
everything.
I'm not there. I think she's one that said. I mean, she's still got a lot of time left if she comes. I mean, if she comes
she
back
comes
and they're
back,
talking about her
she's
coming
probably
back,
gonna retire.
I think that at some point
Jesus.
I think at some point she might get in. I don't know that I'm
For all
there.
the titles she had, all the moments like when she came
And-
back against that Bianca thing.
And tenure. She's
Another
been
tenure.
in around for a long
She's been
time.
around. She was back when she was the Leprechaun.
Yeah,
Another name might be
Yeah.
the same.
She was part of the four. Was she part of the four horsewomen?
She was.
yes.
So
And
I
look,
think
she-
anybody who's part of the four horsewomen.
She's had a great run.
Should be in the Hall of
you
Fame
know, she's
eventually.
not done yet.
Bailey, Charlotte Flair.
Speaking similarly situated, a big star, but their career is certainly not over. But they qualified to be on the ballot. John Moxley.
And
Nope.
Wow.
you jabroni. You absolute jabroni.
Wow. Sorry.
You sheaf, you rube.
I'm sorry.
I think my answer is this. I think
Not yet.
At some point, I
Not
think
yet.
he gets in. I don't know that he's there yet,
He's
but
the
he's
most
got a lot
dangerous
more to
man
do.
in
This
all
is
the
like
I
one
think
of the
at
most
some
hot
point he
takes
does
I've
get
had.
in.
No, wait,
In
hold
one
on,
day.
hold on. Who's the most dangerous man in all pro wrestling right now?
MJF.
John Moxley.
I should have known you were going to.
You sheep, you jabroni,
I
you
thought it was right.
rube. You be
All right,
quiet, you sheep, you
we got
jabroni,
one more.
you
Wait,
rube.
Roman's thinking about Moxley.
Wait a sec. Didn't he win like every championship
Yes,
you can
he
or
did.
whatever?
Yeah,
Like every major
He's had a
championship.
great career. I think
Not the TNT. Not TNT yet.
he might.
T-
I think
you
he
mean
gets in
TNT?
Yeah,
at
but
some
every-
point.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know.
that's my favorite-
It's a
that's
little
my favorite
soon. I
championship.
think.
He hasn't won anything women's yet.
Yeah, no.
All right.
That, Jesus.
Another one. We're getting in some good names out. Edge.
Yes.
Ooh, that's.
Yeah.
I,
I'm
1000%.
gonna say
I agree.
yes.
If you say
because
no to Edge
I
and
I'm gonna,
yes
I'm
to
gonna
Moxley,
say yes because he was great. He's amazing as a singles wrestler. And then what he did with Christian was also so good. And now he's in AEW. He broke his leg. 'cause he was not smart.
I'm surprised that he hasn't gotten in. I mean, I thought there would be more support for him. That guy was really good.
He is good.
And,
yeah.
and was one of their biggest stars for all those years, and
Long
was
time.
so consistently good.
Yeah. Through the end of the Attitude
Money in the
Era.
Bank
All right.
Edge was
Ano-
great.
The ultimate
All right,
opportunist.
you ready for
Incredible.
the next one? Here's another interesting name. Randy Orton.
Yes. Legend Killer. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
He-
yeah,
I think
no,
he's-
yeah.
Yes.
I think.
Him when he kissed Triple H's wife. When
I
he
don't
was
know.
like that,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
That's the thing that you bring up.
I'm just
That's
thinking
the
memorable
thing.
moments.
You
I don't-
sheep,
That,
you
like,
jabroni,
I
you
don't-
rube.
That like jump up RKO he
I
did.
don't-
in the
I don't know
streets.
that I
Oh,
agree.
no. Yeah, no, that's that.
He had
what's
so
the-
many good moments.
The Seth
The
Rollins
curb
thing
stomp,
at,
the curb
WrestleMania.
stomp.
All right, really?
It's
So-
like a move, like now people can see like how good they sold that move as the RKO. It's
Apparently
him with
everybody's
Matt
like-
Riddle
I'm,
was good.
I'm not as
Oh
convinced.
yeah, okay, bro.
No, wait, you just said no to Randy?
I don't know.
Randy?
He was
No,
never
he-
the biggest star. He's always been, you know.
With John Cena?
And
Listen.
I just I mean, he's perfectly acceptable in the ring, but like, is he great? Like, is he so great in the ring that he should be in?
Yes.
I mean, again, he might.
I think
get-
at
he's-
one point he was.
He might.
But,
He's
no,
another
but
one that might
altogether, in
get
his
it, but
whole
he-
career,
All right.
Randy should definitely get in.
Tony Schiavone
No.
as an announcer.
Hell no.
I should-
Yes, he's been through the worst wrestling ever, and then he went through WWE for a bit. Was he in WWE?
Very briefly
Oh, he's just-
in the early
And now
90s.
he's
Oh,
in AEW.
boo.
He's like working with people, and crazy man.
I don't know about it. I mean, I like Tony. He's
No,
Hell no.
But I mean, in
you
that,
sheep,
here's the thing.
you rube,
Here's
you
the thing.
jabroni.
you want to do that?
I
You
think.
and that's gone. And
I
you're
think
jobber.
the only
Let me get it.
there's not that many announcers
get it
in that
back.
Hall
No,
of Fame.
don't do it, Sam. I
I'm
swear
pretty
you don't do
sure,
it. Oh, God.
Sam, sit. I'm pretty sure I think the only announcers that are in there are JR,
Yeah, that's fair.
Gordon Soley,
Ooh.
Lance Russell, and Gene Mean.
Not
I think
where-
they're the only.
Okay,
Like,
I have one problem with this. Where the hell is Nigel McGuinness?
oh, it's too soon. Too soon. So
What about
I
Nigel
like
McGuinness as the
Tony.
rest?
I don't know. Is
He's
he,
not in yet.
Is he
Wait,
on
what
the
about,
level of JR or
Wait, is McGuinness-
Soley?
No.
No.
Wait. What about the King?
Well, King's in there as a wrestler.
Oh yeah, I guess it's
Yeah,
true.
King's
Wait,
in
is
there.
McGuinness
I
in
mean,
there as a
King's in there for
wrestler?
being the king of Memphis.
Wait,
Yeah,
no.
I guess
Is
it's true.
McGuinness in there for being a wrestler?
No. Next one.
The
This is
Tower of
another
London?
interesting one.
God damn. That was bad.
Mark and Jay Briscoe as a tag team.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest here
What
with
were
you.
they? 16 times ROH tag team
I'm gonna be.
champions?
Wait, I'm gonna be really honest with
the
you.
winners of the
No.
double dog collar match with FTR.
Listen. they were always a Ring of Honor guy.
Right.
They never went
That's-
to WWE or AEW.
You're right.
And that is something. And like, if you want to be the top guys, top
I
10,
actually, you and I are of like mind on this. Those guys, look,
they're great. Listen,
they're one of
do
the
not
great
get me
tags.
wrong.
They're one of the great tags. If they're one of the great tag teams of all
I
time.
disagree. I think they're
If
getting
they
in.
had an AEW run, I think they get in. The question is, can they get in just based on being, the best
Yes,
tag
they
team
were
in Ring of
seven-
Honor
they were
for all of
17
those
time
years? And I don't know that
You said
gets them
16
in.
like 2
No,
months ago.
look, those guys are unbelievably great.
Yeah, but they won the titles.
I don't know.
1 minute ago,
I don't know
Sam,
about
so.
them. I'm curious to see all right, we got a few more. I'm curious to see what reaction this name gets. Cody Rhodes.
Ooh, that's
Not yet.
tough. That's tough.
Wait,
That's
Let
a
me-
no.
let me-
That's a
wait.
no for me.
I'm gonna say yes, not right now.
Yeah,
His Ring
but
of
as
Honor
of
work
now,
was
no.
great. His Japan work was great.
Yeah, no,
His
I'm saying
AEW
no.
work was subsided. His WWE run now is good, but listen, Stardust. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah, it's a
that's
no for
driving
me.
it down the point for me.
Oh my god.
Did he eat all that
All right,
popcorn?
Maxie, will you come out? Where you come out on Cody?
No.
No, Roman,
He's a rube.
Not yet.
not yet.
He's
Not
too rubish.
Oh, I can't. All right, can't wait to hear what reaction this name gets. Oh, brother, CM Punk.
No,
Yes.
God.
100.
Oh, we get a yes for
I'm gonna
Phil.
defend Woody in this one. I'm gonna defend Woody on
We
this
get
one.
a yes for Phil.
He's a crybaby.
He's a lot of things.
Okay.
And he went on the press tour saying, the EVPs.
Kind of.
But does that have to do with wrestling?
He has more babies than his dog, probably.
I-
Listen, he has
okay.
more babies than Fred. And have you seen Fred? He looks like he's seen
Who?
things.
His dog.
No, his dog's name's Larry.
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 His dog's name is Larry.
hell is Fred?
Bring up a picture of
All right,
Fred, Larry.
all right,
And
Maxie.
he looked like he's seen some messed up stuff.
He
Maxie,
probably
where do you
has.
come out on Punk?
He looks worse than CM Punk during Ring of Honor.
Okay. Where I go with Punk?
Yeah. That was not a good look for him, man.
Oh, it's tough.
Not a good look.
Yes.
You come out yes.
And this is why. You be quiet, you rube. Okay.
Come
you
on,
be
just
quiet.
say what you gotta say, brother.
It's because like in AEW, he was in like his Ring of Honor work.
Yeah, he was.
It was pretty good. You know, his first WWE one was amazing. With
Yeah.
the title
Oh, look.
Kiss Goodbye, he fumbled on that though.
You can make a case for him. I don't know that I'm there, but you can definitely make an argument for him.
Now,
And
does,
then in AEW, as like a 4-time champion, even though all of them were
He's also so
lackluster,
brittle.
And like the MJF storyline, that was really good. That was
Oh, look.
amazing.
He had yeah.
For that
You
reason,
know-
I say yes.
All right, last two now. Sam, please
No,
behave yourself.
no, out.
Now
out.
there's two more names. Now these are the only two that got in.
wait,
We'll see
out
if-
of this whole list,
Yeah, this
these
whole
are the
list.
only two that got in.
We're down to the last two. These are the ones that actually made it.
Wow.
The Young Bucks.
No.
Shocking.
Yes, because like, listen, what they did with the Elite,
meh.
what they did is the Elite, what they did with Kota Ibushi in Japan.
Yeah, don't
what
forget
they did
Japan.
Is, what they did together in Japan. What they did with Kenny in Japan. What they did in Bullet Club.
Starting AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two-time champions, the first ever two-time
Yeah.
tag team champions.
For me,
Coughing on
for me,
stage?
they're a no-brainer. Yes, it's not
my
even. It's
God.
not for me.
Yeah,
It's not a
I-
close
I
call. They are
agree.
absolutely
They
yes.
were Japan champions, and I'm not forgetting about the second Elite in
Yeah, undoubtedly yes.
the second Elite, and then the EVP thing. Now it's just and the child kidnapper thing. You know, it's just
All right,
everything's
last one. I
turning up
assume this
against
is
the
going to be an
Bucks.
easy one. Roman Reigns.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, just
I mean,
because
I'm not. His
If anybody
biggest fan,
doesn't, he
but,
does.
like,
You don't acknowledge
doesn't he
his
have to
tribal
be
chief.
in there?
I think he has to.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
I personally, oh God, well, ooh, this is really
And there
hard
was yeah.
because like I loved him in I thought him in the Shield was amazing.
Shield's
Like,
great.
The Shield was amazing. Him in the Shield. It just fits so well.
I think with the success of this
Yeah.
whole
I feel like
years of bloodline,
how
he's got to be it.
How can you say no?
Yeah,
He
he's
had
got to
the
be
title for like years and
Yeah,
years.
he's the fourth longest ever.
it. Yeah, I mean,
They called
he's gotta
Hogan.
be it.
Hogan said,
All right, this was good.
"That's
I
not gonna
enjoyed
work
this.
for me, brother."
All right, now
He's not knowing that's not my kind.
Final
He's not
se-
making it, brother.
final segment.
What?
We've
Wait,
been
final segment?
final segment. We've been urged to sort of tighten up the show a little bit, so we're going to talk about Dynamite, but we're just going to kind of hit some high points of the show. So with that said, we watched AEW Dynamite
We did not watch Collision
November
of Rube.
13th from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Rube.
First,
Now I'm calling fans. I'm calling
let's
you.
talk about the
You
continuing
Rube.
adventures of Chris Statlander and Mercedes. We go to the back. We see Renee
Is he
in like a hallway. Mercedes and Camille walk in. Camille is carrying all of their stuff, even though her arm is in a sling from having it slammed in the car door the week before. Mercedes is yelling at Camille to put her stuff away. She tells Renee she's not afraid of Chris. Then the camera cuts to the opposite end of the hallway. There is Chris. Mercedes yells out to Camille. Chris runs in. Statlander throws Camille into a wall, goes after Mercedes. Camille shows back up to help. Statlander spears both of them through a wall.
That was a double spiel through a
So
wall.
more carnage
Wall.
left by Chris
That's
Statlander.
crazy, man.
This
I have
feud
to
isn't
say-
working
They're
for me,
looking
brother.
like jabronis. They're looking like absolute JD Drakes out there.
They
and they need to fix that.
no, I disagree.
This feud is not working for me,
no,
brother.
I think what if we have. I mean, I guess
That's
we
a
have
no
to,
for
we
me,
have to
pal.
look past the babyface turn that was never explained. But to make Chris look like an absolute killer, I say again, that has a chance to beat Mercedes. These last couple weeks, they've made her look great.
And
So
they've
I
made
like
Mercedes
this.
look awful.
No, but they're making Mercedes look like a real JD Drake. And they're making
Well,
they're making Mercedes look like a real Slim
No,
J.
they're-
And they're making
they're
Aria.
building
and they're
up-
Making,
they're
and they're
building
making
up-
Camille look like a real Aria Davari.
they're building up Chris as a challenger. I think this has been
Everyone knew
good.
she was a challenger from the beginning.
I
And I'm saying, Camille healed her. Camille babyface.
oh yeah,
her.
that is definitely coming.
They can create the Sisters of Destruction.
All right, next.
It'd be like the Undertaker and Kane, but those two.
Let's talk about Sam's hero
Max
and the people
Gilman.
trying to get him at Full Gear.
Max Gilman.
We got a Lance Archer versus Roddy Strong
You
Falls
rube,
Count
you
Anywhere
jabroni.
match.
You
Strong
rube.
beat him with a jumping knee off the
Such a
barricade.
rube.
I love
So
this.
he's in the match at Full Gear. Roddy cuts a promo, said he's going to finish Mask at the pay-per-view.
Sure you will,
Takeshita
buddy.
hits the ring. He jumps Roddy. Cole runs down to make the save, so they go right into Cole versus Takeshita. They had a decent enough match. Surprisingly, I don't know how you two felt about this, but I was surprised. Takeshita pins Cole after hitting him with the diamond ring.
Okay, wait, no. I think I think I know why they did this, but I don't know if they want to wait this long for this match.
I love
Do
this
you
so
think-
much.
I bet you did.
Wait, do you think they're willing to wait until Arlington or wherever?
I
it's
don't know
called?
that they could hold off that long.
If they
Maybe
could
Australia.
Hold, ooh,
Maybe they hold off to Australia.
wait, where are they going to be in Australia? What is
February.
that? What
I
is
think it's
that?
in February.
What is that?
They're doing a stadium show in Australia. Like, they're doing all
For
in
what
Australia.
Show? For what show?
They're going to do a stadium show on pay-per-view in Australia in like February.
It's called.
I think it's called All In Australia, but I could be wrong about that.
Oh yeah, so All In, because I feel
So
like
they're going to need big matches for that if they're going to fill a stadium.
because I feel like
I love
MJF's
this
been
so
gone
much.
for Sam.
Grand Slam Australia.
Grand Slam Australia.
Right.
Thank you.
I think Grand Slam would be the perfect place for this match. I don't think because I feel like let Roddy have his match. Maybe like have Roddy. We can have Roddy lose.
Roddy loses to Max. Okay.
Yeah. and
Oh,
then
Booker M's here. Let's go to Booker M.
Booker M.
Max will look pretty good as I always do.
Okay, go ahead, Booker M. Roddy, Max beats Roddy. Go ahead, Booker M.
Oh
man,
and then
you
like,
okay?
and then like they just do the build up until like they can do like one of those classic MJF things, detours again. Like they can do like the whip. Remember the whipping?
Talking to the microphone.
Where they would whip.
The 10
where
whips?
they whip.
They did
where
the 10 whips twice. Wardlow and Cody with the 10 whips.
The 10 whips.
All right, so
and then like they could do like they would
Yeah.
have to go through like everyone.
So you
that
think they're
MJF
going to make you
hired.
wait for the single match between Cole
Oh,
and
I-
Frazier?
yeah.
Can I say
All right.
something here?
Sure.
You already know my opinion, but I love this.
I know you did.
so
You sheep.
much.
You sheep.
All right. All right.
You sheep.
You wanna know
So-
why?
After the match,
You know why?
Roddy.
Now I know. Roderick Strong is not real competition.
Yeah, well, Roddy hits after the match. Roddy hits the ring, goes after Takeshita. Takeshita kicks him in the privates. He goes after. He goes to clobber Roddy. Kyle O'Reilly runs down to make save with a chair. Then Ricochet leaves. He's walking up the ramp. Ricochet attacks Takeshita and poses with the international title belt. Have they announced that match for Full Gear?
I think so, yeah.
All right, well, presumably that's happening. That should be great. Ricochet versus Takeshita. Cole and Roddy back in the ring offer O'Reilly a handshake afterwards. Kyle refuses and leaves. So the only question is, I guess Cole's not going to be on Full Gear because he's not going to have a match. But whatever it is, I think we all agree it's better that they're not doing the triple threat match.
Oh, yeah.
I think Roderick Strong's going to turn heel on Adam Cole.
Okay. Next, we get the continuing violence of the Death Riders.
Oh, no.
Their music hits.
I hate this
we
so
see
much.
Claudio and Wheeler Yuta come out, killing poor the J.D. Drake, there's that name again, with a chair just for the heck of it.
I hated this so much.
Moxley then comes out with Marina, cuts his promo about how he's going to kill Orange at the pay-per-view. They're in the ring at this point. Orange then comes out at the stage with Briscoe and Rocky Romero. They wisely stay on top of the ramp. Orange cuts his promo about how he's going to win the title, but first he wants Wheeler on the next Dynamite. That match gets made. Moxley and the crew then go to leave through the crowd, but then a guy in a Sting mask dives off a balcony and wipes them out. Of course, it's Darby Allin.
The Sting mask was pink. I would like to.
The conglomeration
make that
then runs
known.
over, goes after the Death Riders. The wild brawl breaks down in the crowd. Marina drags Moxley and the briefcase to safety. This gets even better. Then they go outside. The Death Riders are trying to leave in their pickup truck without Wheeler Yuta. Darby Allin, who continues to find new crazy ways to try and injure himself, jumps into the bed of a moving truck. Not a good idea.
Well, that's what Moxley and they did.
No, it gets worse for him. Claudio grabs a hold of him, starts giving him the giant swing outside, and swings him into a bay door. No fun.
Sounds like a normal
brother.
Sounds like a
No,
normal
but I have
Wednesday
some,
night for
I have
Darby
some
Allin.
great
Yeah,
news
probably.
for driver safety. It's a two-seated. It's a two. What's it called? Like the.
Two-seater?
It's a
Two
five-seater truck. There's two levels. There's 4 doors. So now they don't have to lay. They made a good upgrade,
Well,
which
I
I
can really
congratulate
get in the back.
I
Well, I
congratulate
really-
the Death Riders
Right.
for
No,
this.
I would
Right.
want to go in the back of the truck. That sounds fun, and then I
Right.
can jump out.
There
of
is
police
no
cars.
seatbelts. You would fly out.
That's
You're
true.
not that heavy.
Wheeler jumps into
Thank
the back
you.
of the truck
I've
after
been
they get out of there. Darby then starts screaming about how he wants it as Claudio. We're getting that match this week on Dynamite. That should be awesome.
Eh.
We got a match between Britt Baker and Penelope Ford. It was fine. Penelope went for the Muda lock. Britt reversed it into the
I don't
locked
really
over
care about
submission.
this one.
Here's why I'm bringing this up. As Britt is celebrating her win, Serena Deeb came out with her flag onto the stage. I think Britt Baker spoke for all of us. When she didn't grab the microphone, but she quite clearly said so the microphone could pick it up. And I quote, "Nobody cares."
And I don't.
That is what they call a shoot. Thank you, Britt.
Like someone shot at someone where? What? When? Where? How?
It means that it's real because nobody would care about Serena Deeb versus Dr. Britt.
Well, why are people getting shot?
Next.
That makes no
They
sense.
gave us a match between Swerve and Leo Rush. Oh, Swerve. We got to talk about Swerve. They had a good match. Leo actually got a lot more offense than I would have expected, but Swerve ended up hitting the JML driver for the pin. Then Swerve gets the microphone. Oh, boy. He called out Bob.
Bobby, if you're nasty.
The problem is he broke like the biggest rule of talking in front of a crowd. He grabbed the microphone and said that they were in Stamford, Connecticut when they were actually in Bridgeport. Now, I read later this was an honest mistake because apparently a bunch of them were staying in a hotel in Stamford, but the crowd did not care. They were furious. They started chanting, "This is Bridgeport, this is Bridgeport." Now,
I know it's Bridgeport, and I don't care.
then MVP comes out with
Bro.
Bob in his suit. Bob appears to be ready to start to accept Swerve's challenge to fight right then. But as we all expected, Shelton Benjamin attacks Swerve
Shelton.
from behind.
Benjamin.
They beat him up. MVP attacks Nana with his cane and makes him watch as Bob puts him out with a hurt lock. I hate to say this because I think Swerve is great. He is clearly the Geek of the Week. You cannot do that. You can never get the name of the city
He's
wrong.
gonna turn into R-Truth.
Yeah. That moment changed Ron Killing's entire career.
Yeah, for the
what
better.
moment?
Now, for him,
Wait,
it
what
probably
moment?
worked out better because Vince turned him into a comedy geek,
Wait,
and it
what?
probably added decades to his career.
Wait, what happened?
He came out and did the same thing. He
The-
did
what's up?
He did the usual shtick where he comes out, he does his dance, he does what's up,
What's
and I
up?
believe he said they were in Milwaukee when they were in Green Bay.
Oh God.
And Vince was like beside himself, and the whole thing where R-Truth is
Well, what's the
kind of a
difference?
goof, all sprung from that one incident.
Nobody that's part of the what's it called? The Judgment Day is a goof.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
part of Judgment Day.
All right.
Yeah.
Real
I'm
quick.
saying
Once upon a
there were
time.
Not
The
Jimmy
main event. The
McDonough.
main
no
event was
problems in Judgment Day when R-Truth was there. I gotta be honest.
the main event was FTR
What
against
are
the
the
House of
problems?
Black. As you'd expect, it was really good, but the finish was kind of a surprise because Brody King just choked Dax out in the middle of the ring. Totally clean win for the House of Black. They're going to the pay-per-view, so at Full Gear, it's going to be the four-way with Private Party, the Outrunners, Max's favorites, the House of Black, and the Acclaim won their match on Collision. So they're in the
Wait,
thing as
hold
well.
on. So we have the Outrunners,
Yes.
the Acclaim,
Yes. House of Black
House of Black,
and Private Party
and House of
for the titles at Full Gear.
Now, when I look at these tag
Into the
teams,
microphone.
when I look at these tag teams, I just see the same people.
You think?
Yeah,
I just look forward to seeing.
I see. Wait, hold on. Is it 8 people in the match?
Well, this is not
I
a good
see
sign.
8
We put that man to
big,
sleep.
scary men.
Oh, well, that's true. You did have Turbo Floyd as one of the scariest wrestlers.
Turbo.
Exactly.
All right. Anything else to say about Dynamite?
Oh wait.
Not
I have
especially
something
no.
to say.
Go ahead, Max.
I'm saying at the pay-per-view,
Oh, it's
Max-
Booker M again?
Max Caster turns, either one of them turns heel. The Acclaim is splitting up at the pay-per-view.
You think it happens at the pay-per-view?
Yeah.
I think that might go on a little bit longer. But wait, are you still going with Bowens being the one joining the Hurt Syndicate?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm just saying one of them is going to turn heel at some point. I don't really
Okay,
care which
yeah.
one.
Sam, do you have a sign of the week?
Nothing that's mentioned Diddy, so no.
Do we think that John has anything to say?
Oof, again. Should I whisper the closing of the show so we won't wake him up?
John.
There he
You
is.
got anything to say?
Do you want anything?
Hey, I'm woke. Hey, yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Oh my God.
Thank you, producer Roman. Thank you, John. I hope that was not us and you were just tired. And we will see you next week with another episode of Grappling with the Gilmans. That's a wrap.